If you're wearing one of these watches, you're not buying a timepiece. You're buying a marketing campaign. We're counting down 10 watch brands where the markups tell a story the ads never will. Fashion logos hiding off-the-shelf movements that wholesale for less than your lunch. Retail prices inflated by hundreds of %, only to be slashed in half. Influencer budgets that dwarf entire engineering departments. For every brand on this list, we're cracking open the real build costs, naming the exact movements inside, and giving you a smarter alternative at a fraction of the price. The rankings get worse as we climb. The brand at number 1 spends more on Instagram than on the watch itself. Let's start at number 10, with a factory empire hiding behind some of the biggest fashion names in your local mall. In the 10th place, Fossil stands as the mall staple that built its empire on mass-produced, off-the-shelf watch guts. Open up a typical Fossil automatic, and you will find the Miyota 8255 ticking away, a movement that wholesales for about $25 straight from Citizen's catalog. Add in the stamped stainless case, mineral glass, and a basic leather strap, and the total build cost lands somewhere around $55 to $60. Yet walk into any department store and you are staring at price tags from $120 to $250, sometimes higher if the dial says limited edition. That is a 2 to 5 times markup, all for a watch assembled in Suzhou or Dongguan, on the same lines that churn out Diesel and Armani models. Factory manifests and compliance PDFS leave no doubt. The real secret? Branding, not engineering, drives the price. Still, credit where it is due. That Miyota 8215 is a workhorse with a decade-long track record of reliability. If you want honest value with the same movement pedigree, skip the mall display and pick up a Seiko 5 for under $100. You will get a watch with actual horological heritage, not just a fashion badge. Number 9. Armani Exchange struts onto the scene with a designer logo and a price tag that owes more to licensing math than horological substance. Underneath that fashion-forward badge, the Miyota 9015 automatic ticks away, a movement respected for its reliability, but one that distributors quote at just $90 a pop. The total build cost, including the sapphire crystal and stainless steel case, rarely tops $50. Yet head to the store and you will see Armani Exchange watches listed from $180 to $250, sometimes higher if a celebrity campaign has just dropped. The kicker is, every unit pays Armani a 6% royalty, adding about $250 per watch for the privilege of carrying the brand. That is pure licensing markup, stacked on top of the same assembly lines in Suzhou and Dongguan that produce Fossil and Diesel. AliExpress even lists near identical cases, minus the logo, for a fraction of the price. The result is a 3.5 to 5 times markup, driven by branding theater. To get the same movement without the fashion tax, look to the Tissot PRX. For under $400, you will get Swiss heritage, transparent pricing, and a watch that is respected by enthusiasts, not just runway stylists. 8th place. Diesel doesn't just put a watch on your wrist, it straps a small tank to it. These are the wrist monsters you spot across mall kiosks and Instagram feeds, all bold angles and billboard-sized dials. Underneath that heavy-duty facade, most Diesel automatics are powered by the Seiko NH35, a movement that has earned its reputation for reliability and easy servicing. But here is the catch. The NH35 wholesales for about $45, and the total build cost for a Diesel Fuel Force 02, including the oversized case, thick 6mm crystal, and silicone strap, lands around $53. Yet Diesel's retail tags regularly hit $250 to $300, putting the markup at 4 to 6 times what it costs to make. The real outlay goes into design and marketing, not mechanical upgrades. These watches are assembled in Dongguan, right alongside other Fossil Group brands, with manifests and teardown videos confirming the assembly line routine. To be fair, the NH35 will keep ticking for years, And if you love the look, the watch won't let you down mechanically. But if you want classic styling and the same movement without the design surcharge, the Orient Bambino offers a refined automatic for under $150. Less flash, more watch. Number 7. Michael Kors delivers a masterclass in selling flash over substance. The signature move is that ultra-glossy rose gold finish, which looks expensive but is actually a whisper-thin PVD coating, less than half a micron thick according to micrometer abrasion tests. In the real world, that means the luster can start to fade in as little as 3 months of daily wear, leaving behind a patchy, brassy undertone. Under the hood, it is the Miyota 6T28 quartz movement, a reliable but basic engine that wholesales for about $22. Stack up the mineral glass, stamped case, and leather strap, and the total build cost hovers around $50. Yet walk into a department store and you will see retail tags from $200 to $350, sometimes even higher if it is a seasonal release. That is a 4 to 7 times markup, driven by branding and influencer campaigns, not by any leap in quality. The real kicker is that screenshots from major retailers show these watches on perpetual sale, but the MSRP theater keeps the illusion of luxury alive. To get a similar look with genuine long-term value, check out the Citizen Corso, around $100, real gold tone plating, and a movement that will outlast any trend. Number 6. Tommy Hilfiger turns the department store watch counter into a lesson in lifestyle branding over substance. Most Hilfiger watches run on the Miyota JS20 quartz chronograph, a movement that wholesales for about $22 and is found in dozens of generic models worldwide. The full build, including mineral glass, polished stainless case, and a stamped leather strap, lands around $48. Yet the retail tag screams $180, and the sales sticker is almost always set at 50% off, regardless of season. A quick search through archived retailer pages shows this brand's watches living on permanent markdown. Today's deal is just tomorrow's regular price, a game designed to make you feel like you are catching a bargain when you are actually paying 2 to 4 times the build cost. The Hilfiger name comes from a licensing deal, not a watchmaker's bench. Production lines are the same as other fashion labels, OEM factories in Dongguan and Suzhou that churn out logo swaps by the hour. Still, the Miyota JS20 is a proven, reliable movement, and for those who want a recognizable logo with their timekeeping, there is nothing inherently wrong with that. But if you want honest pricing and a watch with some horological roots, the Timex Weekender delivers classic styling and a rock-solid quartz movement for around $40. No fake sales, no smoke and mirrors. Number 5. MVMT rewrote the playbook for selling watches in the social media era, not by building better timepieces, but by outspending everyone on Instagram. The numbers are jaw-dropping. Over $100 million was pumped into influencer campaigns, while product development barely cracks $2 million. Pop open a Chrono series, and you will find the Miyota GM10 Quartz ticking inside, a movement that wholesales for about $22. Add a mineral glass crystal, a brushed steel case, and a silicone strap, and the total build cost hovers around $46. Yet the retail tag sits at $130 to $170, a 3 to 4 times markup that pays for digital hype, not for horological innovation. Supplier manifests trace the cases straight to Shenzhen Jiayuan, the same OEM that churns out look-alike shells for AliExpress microbrands, often stamped with the same internal part numbers. Investor decks brag about allocating 70% of operating expenses to marketing, so every dollar you spend is a vote for the ad, not the engineering. Still, it is fair to say MVMT got a new generation wearing watches again, and the Miyota GM10 is a proven workhorse for daily reliability. But if you want real value and mechanical pedigree, the Seiko SNKL series delivers an automatic movement, a stainless case, and true watchmaking heritage for under $130. No digital smoke, just substance. Number 4. TAG Heuer Connected and Michael Kors Access are the poster children for badge-priced smartwear, where the sticker shock is all about the logo, not the tech inside. Pop open a TAG Heuer Connected Caliber E5 and you will find a standard Snapdragon Wear 4100 module, the same core that powers a $300 Fossil or a Samsung Galaxy watch. The electronics board, straight from a Shenzhen SMT line, costs about $28 wholesale. Add in sapphire crystal, a 316L stainless steel case with ceramic accents, a silicone strap, and final assembly, and the total bill of materials hovers around $43.50. Yet the launch manufacturer suggested retail price for these watches landed at $1,400 to $1,800, sometimes more for limited editions. That is a 4 to 5 times markup, and the tech is no more exclusive than what you would find in a mid-tier Android wearable. The real premium is for the badge, Swiss-made on the case, a heritage logo on the crown, and a marketing campaign that leans hard on Formula One partnerships and celebrity endorsements. Warranty return data from TAG Heuer's early connected runs suggest that the electronics are as reliable as any other Wear OS device, but resale charts tell a harsher story. Expect a 50 to 60% drop in value within 18 months, with used units often undercutting even Apple Watch prices. The counterpoint, though, is that TAG Heuer and Michael Kors do deliver luxury finishing, sapphire glass, premium casework, and a tactile experience that is a cut above plastic smartwatches. For those who want the badge, the price is the point. But for anyone chasing value, the Apple Watch Series 9 or Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 offer better tech, deeper app support, and a resale curve that is far less punishing, all for $300 to $400. If you want substance over status, leave the badge-priced smartwear behind. Coming to the top 3, Hublot Big Bang wraps a high-tech ceramic fusion shell around the same Swiss automatic engine you will find in watches a fraction of the price. The case is a marvel of modern machining, CNC milled ceramic, carbon fiber, titanium, and rubber layered together at a bill of materials cost of about $61 for the case alone, according to supplier quotes. But open up a standard Big Bang and you will usually find an ETA 2824-2 or a Sellita SW200 ticking away, both mass-produced movements that wholesaled for around $200 each last year. Hublot's retail price is anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000 for a basic model, with limited editions stretching past $20,000. That is a markup that would make a mall brand blush. It is not just the parts. Hublot spends over $30 million a year on global sports sponsorships and celebrity endorsements, fueling a perception of exclusivity that goes well beyond the mechanics. Look at the resale market, and the story turns sour. Chrono24 graphs show Big Bangs dropping 35 to 45% in value within the first year. That is a steeper slide than almost any other luxury watch in this bracket. And it happens because the movement is a commodity, not a masterpiece. The ceramic case is real, the finishing is genuinely impressive, but the heart of the watch is no more special than what you would find in a $1,000 Tissot. To be fair, Hublot's research and development into exotic materials is authentic. The cases are tough, the sapphire is flawless, and the build quality is undeniable. For some buyers, the design and wrist presence are worth every penny. But if you want a proprietary movement and true horological value, the Grand Seiko SBGA 229 delivers a spring drive caliber, hand-finished casework, and long-term value retention for about $6,000. That is substance, not just status. Number 2. Invicta Pro Diver has become the poster child for the eternal sale, a pricing illusion so blatant it has drawn the attention of the FTC. The watch itself runs on the Seiko NH35 automatic, a movement that has earned genuine respect among collectors for its reliability and serviceability. Wholesale, The NH35 clocks in at about $45, and the full build cost for a pro diver, including sapphire crystal, 316L stainless case, and PVD bracelet, lands around $52. Yet, Invicta's official site and major retailers routinely list an MSRP of $695, only to strike it out and show a sale price of $89 or $99, year after year without interruption. Wayback Machine captures from as far back as 2012 show the same watch, the same discount, the same fake urgency. According to FTC complaint file XYZ, this perpetual markdown is not just a marketing trick. It is a textbook example of deceptive pricing theater, designed to make buyers feel like they are snagging a $600 deal when they are paying the actual street value all along. Invicta's own shipping manifests reveal co-assembly with other mall brands in Suzhou, confirming that the Swiss-made aura often stops at the movement, not the case or final assembly. Still, credit where it is due. For $50 to $90, you get a solid automatic with a proven NH35 engine, a sapphire crystal, and 200 meters of water resistance. Hard to beat at the real price. The scam is not the watch itself, but the psychological game that turns MSRP into a punchline. If you want true value without the circus, the Casio G-Shock DW5600 delivers legendary toughness, honest pricing, and a cult following for under $50. No fake sales, just substance. And finally, in first place, Daniel Wellington stands as the purest example of selling a marketing campaign in a watch box. Strip away the Instagram reels and micro-influencer unboxings, and what you are left with is a Miyota 8220 quartz movement, wholesaling for $13.50, straight from Citizens Parts catalog. Add in the mineral glass, stamped bamboo composite case, and a basic leather strap, and the total build cost for a classic bamboo model is just $26.75. Yet, retail prices range from $100 to $200, sometimes more if you catch a limited edition colorway or a flash sale. That is a 4 to 8 times markup, driven not by horological innovation, but by a $100 million annual marketing blitz that turned the DW logo into a social media staple. The real supply chain story is even sharper. OEM purchase orders trace the cases and dials directly to Shenzhen Jiayuan, the same factory that produces lookalike shells for MVMT and dozens of AliExpress micro-brands. A 2024 shipping manifest for batch DW D35BJ lists 5,200 Daniel Wellington kits and 3,100 MVMT cases sharing a single container, confirming that the only real difference is the logo and the influencer who opens the box. Screenshots from supplier pages show identical case designs, right down to the CNC marks, available for $8 to $12 a piece if you are willing to buy in bulk and skip the branding. But here is the twist. Daniel Wellington's marketing machine did something the old guard Swiss brands could not. It made watches cool again for a generation that grew up checking the time on their phones. The Miyota 8220 is a solid, high-accuracy quartz movement, and for most buyers, it will keep ticking for a decade or more without complaint. The scam is not the guts, it is the illusion that you are buying a luxury good when you are really buying a $26 watch with a $100 Instagram tax. If you want the same minimalist look and real value, Timex offers the Weekender for under $40. You will get honest pricing, an equally reliable quartz movement, and none of the influencer markup. Just a watch that tells time, not a story. Across all 10 brands, one truth stands out. The price you pay is almost never for engineering, but for marketing, licensing, and hype. Factory-built movements that cost $6 to $50 wholesale are flipped into watches retailed for hundreds or thousands. Today, branding overshadows horology. Smart buyers see past the logo and ask what is actually ticking on their wrist. Drop your thoughts below. What watch would you never buy?